How can a leader say they support a united Canada while simultaneously making it easier to launch a referendum that could break it apart? Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Alberta is a province known for strength, independence, and decisive leadership. But lately, many Albertans are beginning to ask a difficult question. Is our leadership becoming unpredictable? Under Premier Danielle Smith, the province has seen bold promises, sudden policy reversals, and political positions that sometimes appear to contradict each other within a short period of time. Today, we're examining a pattern that critics say raises serious concerns about consistency, stability, and the direction of Alberta's future. Because when leadership becomes unpredictable, the consequences affect everyone. Not long ago, Premier Danielle Smith strongly encouraged Canadians to move to Alberta. Her government actively promoted the province as a destination for workers and families seeking opportunity. We see campaigns invited families from across the country to relocate here for jobs, affordability, and economic opportunity. And many did, in fact. But soon afterwards, concerns began emerging from the same government about rapid population growth, placing pressure on housing, healthcare, and infrastructure. Critics began asking, how can a government aggressively recruit new residents and then warn that growth itself is becoming a problem? For many observers, it raises questions about whether there was a long-term strategy behind the policy at all. Education was another major pillar of Danielle Smith's political messaging. She spoke about supporting teachers, strengthening schools, and creating a better working environment for educators. But tensions between teachers and the provincial government soon escalated. When disputes over policy and funding intensified, the government moved to impose legislation to force an end to labor disruptions. In Canada, that type of intervention often involved the use of extraordinary legal powers such as the notwithstanding clause. For critics, the contrast was striking. A government that promised cooperation with educators was now being accused of overriding their right to protest working conditions. Supporters say it was necessary to keep schools open, but detractors see it as another example of a promise shifting dramatically once in power. Healthcare has been another flashpoint. The Smith's government has promised reforms aimed at making the healthcare system more efficient, but the approach has sparked deep debate amongst Albertans. Some critics argue that restructuring decisions have created uncertainty within hospitals and among healthcare workers. Doctors and nurses have voiced concerns about staffing shortages, administrative changes, and the overall direction of the healthcare system. The government insists the reforms are necessary, but the broader concerns many observers raise is not just about policy itself, it's about consistency. Albertans are asking whether there is a stable long-term plan or a series of rapidly shifting decisions. Perhaps the most controversial area involves Alberta's place within Canada. Premier Smith has repeatedly said she supports a strong Alberta alongside a united Canada. She has appeared alongside the Prime Minister and other premiers emphasizing cooperation within the Federation. Yet at the same time, her government introduced legislative changes that lowered the threshold for citizen initiative referendums. Those changes made it easier for groups advocating Alberta's separation to place a referendum question on the ballot. To some observers, the move appeared to give political momentum to separatist activism, and critics say the contradiction is clear. How can a leader say they support a united Canada while simultaneously making it easier to launch a referendum that could break it apart? Supporters argue it simply expands democratic rights, but the perception of mixed signals remains. Politics always involve debate and changing circumstances, but leadership stability matters, especially in a province as economically important as Alberta. Investors, businesses, teachers, healthcare workers, and families all make long-term decisions based on the direction of government policies. When policies appear to change frequently, critics warn it can create uncertainty, and uncertainty can weaken confidence in leadership. Alberta has always prided itself on strong leadership and clear direction. But the question many Albertans are now asking is simple. Are we getting that stability today? Premier Danielle Smith remains one of the most influential political figures in the province's history. Supporters see her as a bold reformer willing to challenge Ottawa. Critics see a pattern of reversals and contradictions that could create uncertainty for Alberta's future. Ultimately, the judgment will belong to Albertans themselves, but in a democracy, leadership isn't measured only by promises. It's measured also by consistency, accountability, and trusts. And those are the questions voters will continue to ask as Alberta decide which kind of future it wants. Thank you for your attention, and I'll see you in the next video.